Morning comes like it always does. Quiet, indifferent. But my phone already knows the world has changed. My name is Benjamin Mendy. Yesterday, I was a left back for Manchester City. Today, every headline says the same thing. Arrested, charged, rape, sexual assault. Cheshire police took me in last night. The accusations stretch across years, 2018 to 2021. Women say the parties at my house in Prestbury were not just parties. They say doors closed, phones disappeared, rooms locked. 8 counts of rape. 1 attempted rape, 1 sexual assault. 7 different women. I read the numbers again because they look unreal, written next to my name. But the articles are careful, precise. Every outlet using the same language. Manchester City defender Benjamin Mendy. The club moves faster than I expected. Suspended immediately. No training, no matches, no explanation, just absence. I check my messages. The football group chat is silent. Sponsors say nothing at all. Agents send short texts that read like legal disclaimers. Don't speak to press. Let lawyers handle everything. Even friends type differently now. Short sentences, neutral words. No one asks what happened. They ask what the lawyers say. Outside the window, nothing looks different. The same house, the same driveway where cars used to arrive for parties, the same gates that used to open without questions. Now the address is in every article. £4.8 million mansion in Prestbury. The house has become evidence. I am told I can leave on bail, but there are conditions. Passport surrendered, movement restricted. The details sound procedural, administrative. But every rule quietly redraws the borders of my life. I scroll further. Comment sections are already finished with me. Predator. Lock him up. Football protects its own. The words move faster than any investigation. And yet the systems around me still function. Lawyers call. Contracts exist. The club's legal department sends formal language instead of outrage. Everything is careful, measured. No one raises their voice because the case hasn't even started. But my name has already changed shape. Benjamin Mendy is no longer just a footballer. It's a headline people hesitate to repeat out loud. A name that arrives in a room before I do. And everyone who hears it now calculates the same thing. Distance. Morning starts with a call from my lawyer before I even leave the bedroom. He doesn't ask how I slept. He asks what I've said to anyone. I tell him nothing. That is the correct answer. Silence is the first rule now. No interviews, no posts, no comments, no reactions. Even breathing in public feels like a statement. I walk downstairs in the house that newspapers now describe more precisely than any real estate listing ever did. £4.8 million mansion in Prestbury. They write the address like it's part of the crime scene. The kitchen is quiet. No music. No friends sleeping on couches. No phones lighting up with party invites. Just coffee and notifications I'm not supposed to read. My lawyers say headlines are poison, but curiosity is stronger. Another article. Another version of the same sentence. Manchester City defender Benjamin Mendy faces multiple rape charges. My name sits beside the word rape so naturally, now it reads like a permanent title. I close the app. At 10, my legal team calls again. 4 people on the line. Lawyers talk the way surgeons do. Technical, calm, detached from the body on the table. They explain court timelines, evidence disclosure, Witness schedules. No one mentions football. Manchester City already solved that problem. Suspension. Immediate. Professional life. Pause like a video someone doesn't plan to resume. When the call ends, the house becomes loud with silence again. Normally, I wouldn't leave. My lawyers prefer it that way. Visibility creates headlines. Headlines create narratives. But today I drive anyway. No announcement. No destination worth reporting. Just a supermarket 15 minutes away. The moment I walk inside, something shifts. Not chaos. Not shouting. Something quieter. Phones appear. Not obviously. People pretending to text, but every camera is tilted slightly upward. I stand in front of the fruit section, holding oranges I don't need. I know exactly what those photos will become. Benjamin Mendy spotted out shopping while facing rape charges. The action doesn't matter. Presence is enough. I pick up milk. A woman walks past me and changes direction. Not dramatically, just a small correction in her path. A quiet orbit around my reputation. At the register, the cashier doesn't look at me. Not once. But the receipt prints my name from the credit card. She notices that. Her eyes flick up for half a second. Recognition mixed with calculation. Later, my phone rings again. Not my lawyer this time. My agent. His voice is tight. Why are there photos of you outside? Outside, not shopping, not buying milk, just outside. I tell him I went to the store. There's a pause long enough to explain the entire new reality. You can't do normal things right now. Normal things. Walking, driving, buying food. Each one becomes a statement when your name carries accusations. By afternoon, the photos are already online. Blurred zooms from across the aisle. Headlines carefully neutral, but still poisonous. Disgraced footballer, seen at local shop. Disgraced. No court has spoken yet. But the word travels faster than verdicts. My PR advisor texts me next. 3 messages. Don't respond to media. Don't go out again. Don't create unnecessary visibility. Visibility. Another word for existing. I sit in the living room and watch the house through the window. The same driveway. The same gates. Reporters haven't arrived yet. But the possibility is always there now. Everything around me is functioning exactly as designed. Police investigations, legal teams, media cycles, club statements. A machine that runs whether I speak or stay silent. And the strange part is this. If I say nothing, the story grows. If I say something, it grows faster. Because the truth no longer arrives as information. It arrives as Benjamin Mendy speaking, and that alone is enough to make the world react. Night arrives without ceremony. The house is quieter than it has ever been. Not peaceful, just empty. I walk through rooms that used to feel temporary. Spaces designed for movement. Friends arriving late. Music bleeding through the walls. Doors opening and closing without thought. Now, every door feels permanent. Every room holds evidence of a life paused mid-sentence. My phone lights up again. Lawyers, agents. A message from someone at the club. Not warmth, not support, language, legal, cautious language. Remain patient. Allow the process to proceed. Football has its own way of erasing people. One season, you are on the pitch every weekend. Your name in stadium chants. Your face on posters outside the Etihad. Now the system continues without you. Training happens. Matches happen. Your locker gets reassigned. The sport does not pause. Only you do. I sit on the couch and open a news site again, even though I know I shouldn't. More photos from the supermarket, grainy, taken from the end of an aisle. I look like anyone else buying groceries, but the caption rewrites the moment. Benjamin Mendy keeps low profile amid rape investigation. Low profile. I stood under fluorescent lights, holding milk. That's all it takes now. My existence is interpreted before it's even understood. Fame used to mean access. Private entrances, VIP rooms, phones answered instantly. Now it means something else. Attention that never switches off. Not admiration. Observation. People watching carefully to see which version of me becomes true. Predator, victim, liar, headline. The trial hasn't even begun, but the story is already alive. And stories like this don't belong to the person inside them. They belong to everyone else. I walk to the window and look out at the gate. No reporters tonight, no cameras. But the possibility hangs there anyway, like weather. This is the strange part of reputation. It doesn't disappear when the room is empty. It sits beside you. I understand something slowly. Even if courts clear my name one day, even if headlines change, Benjamin Mendy will never return to the version that existed before August 2021. Not completely. The name has already been altered. Once people learn a word in a certain context, they never fully forget it. And tomorrow, the world will keep moving. Matches played, transfers announced, new scandals replacing old ones. But this name will always carry an asterisk somewhere. A memory people half remember but never fully erase. For me, this is just a single day inside that gravity. Tomorrow, I step back out, back into anonymity, back into a life where my name doesn't trigger headlines. Easy, simple, temporary. But for the man whose name I borrowed today, morning will come again, and the story will still be waiting for him. Disclaimer: this video is a fictional, satirical thought experiment. It is a creative narrative, and does not represent the real thoughts, intentions, experiences, or private life of Benjamin Mendy or any other real individual. The events, inner monologue, and perspectives presented are imagined for storytelling purposes only. The purpose of this piece is to explore themes surrounding fame, scandal, public perception, media framing, and the dynamics of power and reputation in modern celebrity culture. It is intended as social commentary, not as a factual account, biography, or accusation regarding any real person or ongoing legal matter.